YouTube. Wayne Hackman here, aka Whackstar, or for the purpose of this video, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4 WH. Apologies, last week I did not live stream. It's the first week in 19 weeks that I didn't live stream. I got caught up and then came home and found that there was quite a sizable thunderstorm over the home, so we were unable to enjoy the the radio. But nonetheless, I'm back this week, a bit later than normal. I have been entertaining this evening, so it went on a little later than I thought it would be. I have to say, I'm not overly confident on the conditions this evening. I did some FT8 this morning, and the conditions were pretty poor. And I think the conditions have been pretty poor for a number of weeks. I'm not sure why. Solar activity is down. I'm sure those of you who are super experienced would be able to tell me. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm here and I have the radio. So let's just switch the radio on. It's already you can hear it's already tuned to the FT8. We have a look here. I have to apologise in advance. The decent camera that I use has been broken. So I'm in the process of replacing it, but at the moment I've got this sort of GoPro on there, but it's a bit out of focus. It's a Chinese knockoff. So anyway, if you are on the live stream, do say hello. Let's see if we can scrub up and find an open frequency this evening. Compression is on rather, so hopefully we'll have some success tonight. But let's just have a little scroll up, see what we can find. There seems to be a little bit of activity, so I don't know. I'm a bit later than I normally would be as well. As I said, often because of... Let's go up. If we go up and we hear someone calling CQ, we'll drop in and say hello. There is a station there. It's just been the conditions haven't been great of late. Really haven't been great of late. See, so this guy's barely. It might be better. Look, if we have a look here, we can see on the on Ham Radio Deluxe control here. This guy is barely hitting S3. Does sound like an Italian station. Right, let's see if we can find a frequency that isn't in use. I think that's a bit of interference from the... If you are on the live stream, welcome. My name is Wayne Hackman, aka Whackstar, or for the purpose of this video, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Z4 WH. And as many Sunday evenings as I can, I go live, sometimes between 5 and 7, a lot later this evening. So I'm not imagining too much success tonight. I usually like doing 14.175. Let's see if anything's on here. There's quite a lot of background. Let's go back to the radio for the purpose of you guys. Again, apologies for the poor camera. This is a cheap Chinese GoPro that I dropped on the floor. Oh, let's see if we can get this guy. So this is Botswana. We should get him. Alpha 25 Sierra Lima. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding, over. Leon, yeah, lovely to talk to you, my friend. Just a bit late this evening. Normally I go a bit earlier, but I just heard you. The conditions have not been great at all. You're coming in at about a 5 and 2, my friend, a 5 and 2. How are things down in Botswana this evening? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning, over.
Wayne, I lost you on that last over. I lost you.
Leon, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding to Alpha 2 5 Sierra Lima. Yeah, you're 5 and 2 into Kenya this evening, Leon. You're 5 and 2 into Kenya this evening. Conditions not great. How's Botswana, over? Leon, do you copy, over?
Sorry for that. 504 Whiskey Hotel.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, Alpha 2 5 Sierra Lima. Look, Leon, we've tried. The conditions aren't great. Thanks for picking up my call. I'll log you in QRZ. If you can understand, I'm giving you a signal report of about a 5 and 2 this evening. I don't know if you're able to give me a report tonight, Leon. Over. Tough conditions. Roger, Leon. Well, let's try a little later. I'm going to call CQ above you a little bit. CQ above you. So maybe we'll have better luck a little later. I'll say 7-3 for now, my friend. 7-3, and happy DXing. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel out. Okay, Roger, 7-3 to you, my friend, 7-3. Well, there you go. That's Leon down in Botswana. Not a lot of success there. You can see normally he would come in quite strong. So you can see how conditions are quite bad tonight. Let's go up and see if we can find a clear frequency. So there's lots of... let's go back down. Anyway, if you've just joined us, my name is Wayne Hackman. You're here connected to Let's Talk Africa on the 6th of June. I usually try on a Sunday evening, try to go live. He's come up a bit there, hasn't he? Let's go down to something like 178. Let's see what happens with that. We'll listen for a little bit. Give me a second while we're listening. I'm going to change the battery on my camera. So, okay, let's this sounds quite clear, so let's just see if the frequency is in use. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, checking to see if the frequency is in use. Is the frequency in use? Over. Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, checking to see if the frequency is in use. Is the frequency in use? Over. So I think we're going to be okay. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ on from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So if you just joined us, that's the first CQ call of the evening. Made a very sketchy contact into Botswana earlier, but the conditions aren't great this evening, if we're honest, people. So we'll give it a go. We'll give it 45 minutes, see how it goes. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. I think CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So, welcome if you've just arrived. This is Let's Talk Africa. My name is Wayne Hackman, or for the purpose of this video, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ on 20 meters. But conditions aren't great, if we're honest. But nonetheless, we'll call CQ for a while and see what happens. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. If you are connected to the stream and you are a ham, let us know how you found the conditions lately. I've really struggled, I have to be honest. They haven't been great for, well, a good couple of weeks. Normally, in a week, I'd make 30 contacts, particularly over FT8, but I've made one this week, and last week I made a big fat 0. Must admit, I haven't been calling CQ as often as I would like due to working commitments, but I found that The conditions haven't been great. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. You can see the old noise levels are quite, going between sort of S1 to 3. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5Z4WH, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So if you just joined us, it's literally a very nominal contact from Botswana today. But that was me dropping into a CQ call. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Now, who's that? CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So sounds like a more powerful station has opened up just above me. Let's see if we can see it. So.
Понятно. Ладно, Серег, все, я убегаю, а то мне тут надо собираться в Москву уезжать, еще тут кое-какие дела мелкие быстро сделать, чтобы уехать. Жена уже зовет меня.
Now, I'm not very good at language, but that sounds French.
Я как кабель все заберу, это на следующей неделе произойдет, я на тебя сразу выхожу.
Right, let's drop down a couple more then in hope that is the frequency in use. Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 5Z4WH calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH calling CQ. Listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Conditions aren't great, not for a little 100-watt station like me. I was calling CQ on 14.178, but it sounded like it sounds like a Italian station opened up a little further up. Couldn't hear me. Doesn't give me a huge amount of confidence that we're going to make any contacts tonight. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Welcome if you've just joined us. My name is Wayne Hackman, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Trying to call CQ tonight, but really conditions aren't great. It's nice though a few of you have joined us on the YouTube live stream. Thanks so much. It is always appreciated. Despite the poor content tonight, if you throw us a like, it would be appreciated. Conditions haven't been great for a while. Let's see if we can drop into some stations tonight. There was a station on 14.180. That's a Russian station. Spasiba was the word that gave that away. These guys run some power up in Russia. I don't think that there are some real restrictions on... 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Leon, you're coming through better now. How are you, my friend? Yeah, much better. That's a much better a connection, my friend. I've been calling CQ down in the low 170s and not getting much luck. So I've thought I'd come back up and see who's around. And notice your signal was a lot stronger tonight. So yeah, how's Botswana today? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning over. It's gone.
Wayne, thank you for coming back. I lost you halfway in the over. And everything is okay. I'm putting a few calls and see what comes up. But conditions up and down. Otherwise, all good. Wayne, absolute no problem. And thank you for coming back once again. 504 Whiskey Hotel, Alpha 25.
Thanks, Alpha 25 Sierra Lima. Yeah, you came again. Very, a lot of fading this evening. The conditions haven't been. I've not had a lot of success for a few weeks actually. I don't know if you're having much success this evening. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning to Alpha 25 Sierra Lima over. Roger, 7-3, my friend. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel out. Okay, so the Botswana station's come up a little. And the Botswana station's come up a little bit. Now, just looking at the waterfall, there seems to be some activities a little higher. So let's just scrub up. Always around 14.212.211. I get this buzzing, which is always. This is a strong station, this one. Let's see if we can get it.
Moving 5 and 9 in the Lago di Como, over.
Well, welcome if you've joined us. My name is Wayne Hackman. This is Let's Talk Africa on the 6th of June.
757 GX about 500 watts and 7 element beam gas antenna, over.
Been calling CQ lower down in the 20-meter band. Not a lot of success this evening. Conditions haven't been great over the last few weeks. Although I have made a contact into Botswana this evening. Okay, this sounds like it's an Italian station, maybe. She's Italian, so let's see if we can get this Italian.
Italy Kilo 2, India, Quebec, Delta.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Delta Mike.
Yes, Delta Mike.
QRZ Italy Kilo 2, India, Quebec, Delta.
Pac-Man, good to hear from you. Thanks for checking up on me this week. Sorry about last week. Just bad thunderstorms. Conditions haven't been great, my friend, but it's nice to know that someone's watching on the live stream this evening. And it's good to be back. Up until last week, that was 19 weeks in a row of doing calling CQ on Sunday evenings. But it's nice to know that someone is out there and appreciates the work. So thank you very much. I have to say, you've tuned in at Conditions haven't been great at all.
Victor Uniform 2, Whackstar Radio. Hi, Frank Hackman, can copy you very well. You're Private 9, Booming Senior from New Delhi in India. You're coming very well in Como area today. 5 at 9, very
I
beautiful.
think I heard Italy Uniform 2 Oscar Radio, or
Very beautiful day, blue
Oscar
sky.
Romeo, as it should be said.
And temperature 29 to 30 degrees centigrade in northern Italy. Victor Uniform 2, Florida Radio. Italy Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay, maybe I got that wrong. India, Quebec, Delta. Italy Uniform 2, India, Quebec, Delta. I don't know, maybe conditions are improving. It's certainly a weird night. If we have a look at the
Yeah, beautiful friend, beautiful opinion. Thank you very much for the call, for the wishes. I am happy and listening your voice today evening to Como to New Delhi. 73, very good night to you in India. And you'll meet again to the radio in the future, friend. Victor Uniform 2, Florida Radio. India Kilo 2, India Quebec Delta. Nice evening. Very good night to you, Frank. Bye-bye.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. India Kilo 2, India Kilo Delta. This is Slavio in Italy. We spoke to him back in April, actually. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5Z4WH. Calling CQ. Responding over.
Problem of lag system and QRZ is impossible. It's impossible. No work. My log is not working. Over.
He can't hear me. Italy can't hear me this evening. Sounds like something.
Bye-bye, namaste, 73, and thank you for the call. Italy Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta, secure 20.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta. India Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta, 20 meters, secure.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5Z4WH.
2, India, Quebec Delta. India Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta, secure 20, over.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding.
Vogliamo chiamare voce di Giannieri, prego.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding. I don't think you can hear me. So, thanks, Pac-Man, for getting it. Thanks. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once. Apologies, I'm not very good at that. I'm running a DX Commander, something called a Classic. It's a multi-band, so it's resonant on 40, 20, 10 meters. So it's a really good little antenna, actually. See if we can get this going. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel responding over.
Italy Kilo 2, India, Quebec Delta, Tokyo 20.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. There's a lot of interference. So he's hitting a lot of Russian stations by the sound of it. I don't know if his antenna is in that direction. Let's move up. We'll come back to Slavia in a bit. I just don't. I'm only running 100 whiskies, Pac-Man. Would love to get an amplifier at some point, but I'm not quite sure what the conditions of the amplifiers in Kenya are. Sounds like there's another station here. Apologies for the quality of the camera on the radio. I've managed to lose and destroy 2 cameras in in 2 weeks. I've destroyed 2 cameras in 2 weeks. It's unbelievable. So I've got so the camera that normally is on the Icom is a little Sony Handycam. The main camera here is an old broadcast quality camera I bought back for a while. The lens is really, really good, but the tape drive died long ago. But why waste a good camera when the lens is good? And of course, when HDMI, I use this A10 Mini to sort of switch between inputs, and really brought new life into this camera. And then I bought myself a little Sony Handycam to move around on this little extra tripod, and then the GoPro sits up in the corner of the studio to give the wide shot. But I lost the Handycam, long story, but basically my new car head gasket failure, and then and so I left the car in there, and I think someone's either stolen it and trying to help me, and then I managed to drop this GoPro, smash the back screen on it. So not had a lot of luck with technology in cars lately. Let's see if we can scroll up. If you have joined us, my name is Wayne Hackman. This is Let's Talk Africa on the 6th of June. A little later than we normally are. I'm going to go to 8 o'clock tonight. Let's just scrub up and down the 20 metres. I have tried to drop into a couple of CQ calls. Have made one contact this evening in Botswana, but that was a drop into his CQ call. That's good old Leon down in Botswana. But apart from that, not a lot of success tonight. But I wasn't surprised. Conditions have been really poor. I've been running FT8 for a couple of hours today, during the day, and made one contact in Zambia, and that was it. And normally I can be a lot more successful in my... But, just by listening, you can hit...
Grazie per il microfono, Giuseppe. Buonasera anche per Cristina in provincia di Castelvetrano.
This is another Italian station, not Italian.
Signale oggi 9:15 un po' di QFP, ma niente drammatico, Giuseppe. Forte come sempre, Microfono da te. Italia Tango 9, Bravo Whisky November, Delta Golf 1, Sierra Golf a te.
Sounds like he's having a little chat with one of his mates. Okay, let's go down to 40 meters. But you'll notice as soon as I flip down to 40 meters, you'll see the waterfall there. The camera is, because I dropped it, it's not focusing properly. And if I go to ham radio Dulux, you can see a little bit more clearly. You can see that flip, the noise level is up to S4, S5. I've been trying to get my noise reduction software, X-Phase. It's just not working as well with this radio as it did with the old. Need to change that to lower sideband. Just not working as well with the icon as I had hoped. Let's see if we can get some contacts on 40 meters tonight. So I've not the Right, let's have a little listen there, see if anything's on there. I'll try to call CQ in 40 meters and see if we can get some more local traffic, see if we can get some of the 5 Zulus to respond. Maybe a bit further down. Sounds quite quiet, this frequency. Let's see if we can famous last words. Grim Reaper, I might take your advice on that. I'm not going to sell the 7300 though. I might buy myself a CB though. CBs aren't very popular here in Kenya. You have made me laugh, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping us a comment on the old chat this evening. Conditions have not been great at all. So I started off on 20 meters. Had a sketchy contact down into Botswana. Thought I'd give 40 meters a go for the next sort of 10-15 minutes. It's always nice to know that people are hanging out. Anyway, my icon, I can talk on 11 meters if I wanted to. Just have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with its software. Trying to find a free frequency. I've got the Ham Radio Deluxe control up because I dropped. I lost my Sony Handycam that usually, and then I dropped my GoPro. Although it's still working, it's not focusing very well. and this is what it is. I'll leave it on this for a bit. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? How long had you? So Kenya, a year. How long have you had your ticket? I'm assuming my license. So yeah, I've been licensed in Kenya for a year. UK, I'm up to a intermediate level. But in Kenya that translates to something a little bit better. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH calling CQ on 40 meters, CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. So Grim, are you just a CB operator, or are you as well as a ham radio operator? CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. I'll tell you something funny about CB. So in my late teens, this was obviously before cell phones were anywhere near affordable. Me and my mates, we went to CB. I had an 18-foot silver pole. I say 18-foot. I had a long silver pole in my back garden. I put it up without telling my dad, and he he wasn't too happy with me. But yeah, I had some good contacts. I enjoyed this. I mean, that's, in fairness, if I'll be honest, that's what pushed me into amateur radio eventually. You know, I had little idea of how radios worked at the time. But me and my mate, I had one in my car and I had one in my bedroom. And, you know, just to have a little yarn with my mates. And of course, all my mates were like, you know, sort of 5-10 miles away from where we are. So we could make pretty good contact. Had a burner. Don't know if I should admit to that online. And, yeah, I had a great fun with that. And, your G3, 89, my friend. So you've been. Well, that's about the time I was CBing, if I'm honest. Yeah. So okay, I'm going to have to ask Grim what your handle is for CB, and then I'll tell you what my handle was. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4WH. Calling CQ from Central Kenya. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH. Calling CQ. Listening to the frequency and standing by, over. So, I'm old now. I think we're both old, mate. So go on, I want to know your handle, Grim. Give me your CB handle. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Okay, touche, Grim. Ask a silly question, get a silly answer. Of course, your handle is Grim Reaper. Okay, so I learned to drive in a brown Metro. It was crap brown. It's a terrible colour. So I learned to drive in a brown Metro, of course, but many young men of early years want to do two things. First, well, in my case, two things. But what's the first thing you upgrade in a car as a young man? Of course, it's the radio. So I put in a radio with a sub and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then, of course, all my mates were on CB, so I put in a little Midland radio in my car as well, with a little mag mount antenna. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that, and then I wrote the car off. I had that car for about 6 months. I wrote it off. A bit embarrassing. So then went to like the oldest Ford Fiesta known to man, and moved all that stuff over to it. But of course I kept my hand on Metro Man at the same time. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z 4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z 4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z 4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. You went to the fairy dice. Okay. A twin chop weather. Nice. Yeah, no, I didn't do fairy dice. So yeah, me and my mates, we had a lot of fun with that. I have to say. And it's at the time I knew about ham radio, but I just, as young men, you just want to get out and start talking to people on the radio. And I have to say that CB was great for that. CB was great. Of course, I don't know if you do. We never logged our contacts. We just, what do we used to say? Like 1919 for a rig check, or 19 for a copy. I don't know if that's still the language on CB these days. And then you'd move up and down a little bit depending on what was clear, and just chat away. And you always get that muppet that would come on and key over you. I don't know if that's still the issue. These days. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z 4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel on 40 meters, calling from Central Kenya. This is 5 Z 4 WH, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Not even getting any local traffic tonight, guys. Apologies, not been a great evening, if I'm honest. Should we have a little scrub around, see what we can hear, and then I'll probably call it a night. Free banning. I don't know, Grim, I don't know what conditions have been like in... I'm assuming you're in Europe. I'm assuming. I've really not had a lot of success in Africa over the last couple of weeks. I must admit, I haven't been... certainly not been doing a lot of FTA as much as I would like to. And then last Sunday I obviously missed the live stream. Seems like a Russian station. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying on that. Yeah, the thing is, what I've noticed in Africa, nobody in Africa has, and maybe this is because people are so polite here or just stick to the rules. Nobody tends to disrupt your transmission. Well, not intentionally, anyway. But I do sometimes watch some of the live streams of some of the guys in UK, and you get some muppets that even on ham, just enjoy ruining the hobby. But what can you do? I think with any hobbit. Ooh, this is very interesting. I've gone up a bit. This is This is Somali station I wonder if we can switch it on and hear it. There's a Somali station that's just recently fired up. And just thunders over our... Maybe it's just a carrier. Maybe we don't want to straight down. We want their side down. Grim, I'm using a DX Commander. It's a multi-band. So it's resonant on 40, 20, 10, and I want to say 17, but I might be wrong on that. But it's great. I normally have a lot of success with it. I do want to experiment with. The problem is I have a massive antenna. I have a massive power line, a good 400-volt power line that goes through my garden, and certainly on these lower frequencies that you can see that I'm scrubbing around. Let's push up to 20. You can. It causes a lot of interference. I have got an X phase, which has helped a little bit. But yeah. So I'm back on 20 meters now. Let's see if we can finish the evening with a reasonable contact. I must admit I started a bit later tonight than I normally would.
Yankee Radio calling 20 minutes. Italy Zulu Zero Golf Yankee Radio CQ20.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Zulu Sierra again.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Zulu Sierra 1 again, you
Yeah, one of Cali. Yeah, well, I have to say, I'd been following DX Commander for a while, and he was one of the guys that inspired me to get my my amateur. So yeah, the game master on 10 meters last week had the Middle East, Europe, South America, and Canada. Okay, that's not bad then. So maybe I'm just being I'm whinging about poor conditions when they aren't really poor.
Yeah, Roger, thank you very much.
Was that on 20? Oh no, on 10 you said, didn't you?
My dear Rolf, you are 5 and 7, 57 in Roma. My call is India, Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Radio, and I am from Roma. Is that Roger?
Well, this guy's coming in strong. It'd be quite cool if we can get an Italian connection. Rome? What's he coming in as? I assume on 10 meters you were doing digital. Were you doing CW or FT8? Grim. It's gone. My telestation's gone again. This is the craziness about the conditions at the moment.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, thank you very much, Rolf. Zulu Sugar 1, Echo Kilo Kilo. Thank you very much, Rolf. 73, arrivederci da Roma. Ciao, auf Wiedersehen.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Thank you very much, Rosa. Arrivederci da Roma. Ciao. CQ20 meter, beaming south. India Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Radio.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH responding. Not getting into Italy today.
CQ South, India Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Romeo, calling CQ20 meter. Italy Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Radio, CQ20.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH responding.
India Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Romeo, calling 20 meters, CQ20. Italy Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Radio. India Zulu 0, Germany Yankee Romeo, calling 20, USA.
5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH responding, over.
CQ20 meter. Italy Zulu 0, Golf Yankee Radio. Italy Zulu 0, Germany Yankee Romeo, calling 20 meters, CQ20.
Try one more time. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH responding. So I'll take that as a sign that I don't think I'm going to be very successful this evening, everybody. Conditions aren't certainly not great down here in Kenya. I spent a couple of hours on FT8 earlier today and got one contact. So let's just chalk this week up to poor experience on the airwaves. But lovely conversation with you guys on YouTube chat. It's always great, particularly Grim and Pac-Man. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Grim, hopefully when conditions pick up, we'll be able to have a nice little yarn on the old airwaves, perhaps even on this very live stream, which would be fantastic. Well, I'm going to say goodnight tonight. I finish a little later than I normally do. I am going to try and tune up next week, all being well. Sorry about last week, but occasionally I'll miss them. But yeah, stay safe, everyone. Be blessed, and I'll look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye, everybody.